Googles were not on my side.
No.
They do that, it
I'm
seems.
sorry.
I mean, Google.com didn't come up for me. Calendar didn't come up for me. I was like, okay.
They're shutting you out.
Some of those days I
Candle.
shouldn't have.
So I guess the first thing we need to decide is where we want to start and what we want to accomplish. So this mission statement's kind of hanging out there. It seems too wordy. I don't know how we shorten it while also including all the pieces that we had talked about wanting in there. And then I put some examples of other mission statements, just to give like an idea of what theirs look like. A lot of them are pretty short.
Okay.
Hugo Labs, is it?
Yeah. And I think some of them are short because they're either very specific in their focus or they've been doing it for long enough that they can have a like conceptual mission, if you will. Perhaps.
I mean, for example, in Alana, we have now our fourth version that we're working on, right? It's kind of a continuous process as you start
That's what I was gonna
discovering more things about yourself. So as long as we get what we have now to be less wordy, I think we're just good to run with it. I don't think we need to needlessly overcomplicate. At some point we will reach a point again, maybe in a year from now, and be like, that doesn't quite fit anymore. Maybe we should be less vague or more concise, or stuff like this. But I think for now, let's just try and get this less wordy at first, then let it sink in, then move on to your, what was this one? The one that scares everyone, high impact, high effort. The scary,
Oh, yeah.
the scary rectangle. Yeah? Square,
That's not
sorry.
scary.
It's very scary. Looks like a Rubik's
Oh.
Cube.
It's just going to help us decide what we want to do. Because if something's like low impact and high effort, it's like, fuck that. So,
Well, yeah, true. Okay. Then,
anyways, I've chopped off. Let's see if I can get both in here. Oh, you want to take a stab at it as well?
I think everyone should take a hi, Angela.
Right.
Oh, you snuck in here without a ding for me. Wow.
Apologies.
Well, as I told everyone else, I'm sorry for making a late invite. I was trying to have the conversation with Sally yesterday, and my whole plan was like have the conversation, make the meeting. Then I didn't finish it. So, but I was thinking about potentially making a reoccurring meeting, but also bills. So, anyway, so we are taking a stab at refining the mission statement, making it less wordy, knowing that we can always go back and change it. And then from there, it sounds like we're going to work on that matrix, the impact and effort matrix. Does anybody need the link to the Miro?
No, I'm just trying to pull mine out.
Okay, so the one on the far left is the original, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone just trying to take their version out there, and then we can hopefully settle on something.
What am I doing wrong? Why can't I drag something?
Where are you?
It's like, you mean the board, or you mean like something that you've selected?
So you have
Something that
to
I've selected.
select, and then you should be able to just pull it. If you double click into it, it'll think you're typing.
It's a single click. Yeah. It's like it wants to make another box instead of moving the one I'm clicked on.
You just stole my box, Alex.
That's the one that I was working on here.
Oh,
I'm getting out of your way. I'm like, see, I'm leaving Alex.
Okay, Alex, will you just
alone.
move my box for me?
Here, you and Danny are
Shall
right
I
next to each
do
other.
some?
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Thanks.
You can be really sneaky on this board. It's no problem.
Next time I'll make sure that when I'm in Miro, I'll like have a mouse,
Here you go, Dale.
not
I
my
got you a
trackpad.
box.
'Cause it's probably
oh
something.
yeah,
True.
that's really good.
Okay.
Except for the zooming part, though. The trackpad is really good for that.
Yeah. Well, if you have a scroll wheel, the scroll wheel should work, but your sensitivity might be messing you up.
Actually, mine doesn't even work. I have to use the trackpad to like zoom in and out.
I think you can. Oops, that's a reload. Interesting. Nope, not that.
If you have a mouse to zoom in and out, you can just use command plus and minus.
That's what I was looking for. I was gonna read it. Just testing it.
And well, the trackpad works too.
Yeah. Do you hear that though?
Except for I can't drag with the trackpad. I can't figure out how to drag with it.
3 fingers for me. I
So you
said
have, for me, I have to like,
So it's
if
like a
you're on a
phone.
Mac, you kind of like have to click and hold. That's how I do it. I like click, hold, and move, and that's how I drag.
Yeah, but
There's
I
also
did that
this.
and it's still not wanting to. I thought I did anyway. Anyway, it's moved.
Oh,
It's
Well,
fine.
on the trackpad, it's 2 fingers for me, actually.
2 fingers. Okay.
huh. Two
And then-
just basically moves the page for me.
Yeah.
And three tries to tries to move to the next.
3 is when you're grabbing an object and you move the object, if you have it set up for that.
Weird setup for everyone.
Uh-huh. I have a weird setup, period. It's just the way it works. You don't want to see my keyboard hack. Hey, that's that.
Oh, Dale, go away here. I see you. I see you. Go away from my
What?
box.
What? So defensive.
Dale is like, ah, sneak in.
I haven't even started yet.
It could be even more short than what I have right now. I think because we would still be saying everything without saying everything in every little detail. If that makes sense. But let's wait.
All right, I'm gonna move mine by Stella's. Where's yours at?
Here.
Okay. That way it's just away from it. We'll just say that these are potential drafts.
Yeah. I want to give it a title or something.
I was actually going to.
Draft.
Oh, you can't put a line on boxes. Okay.
Ah, nice.
Nope, I hate that.
Are we doing all three of them, or are we making just one mission statement? I am confused.
Just one mission statement.
Ah,
It just kind of felt like it's like the first line is like who we are, the second is like the mission, and the third one is the vision. I don't know. That's just what I felt looking at it. It just makes sense thinking about it like that.
So this third should be, the third was originally like how we do the thing.
Yeah.
His vision would be like what we see the outcome of us doing these things are.
Sorry, children.
You're all good.
My initial instinct was that you were calling us children.
Children? I'm not even the eldest in the room. All right.
Interesting.
Oh, dear. You're rocking that boat right now. What did you eat for breakfast? I saw
my
you
brain is way
smiling.
off today. Believe it or not, my brain is way off today. I am.
No, I like it. Sounds good.
So how are you guys feeling, Danny, Angela, and Dale? You guys good?
I'm not done yet.
That's okay. I guess I was asking if you're stuck.
I'm not. I was just talking to children and pets. Sorry.
Who are you, Doolittle?
I need a stop sign to put on the outside of my door.
Like that's gonna work.
One of those danger do not enter signs.
It will if I also get a lock for my door. Right now, there's like no locks on any of the inside doors. It's the weirdest thing. But the house just came that way.
You snagged it. Wow. Well, I guess I'm done.
No. Go to the right. Go to the right. Go to the right.
I saw
put
it.
it in a box for you.
I actually was pretty done. I'm kind of rude.
Oh my God, Alex, you made me use Miro. You don't know what you did. I'm gonna be very sneaky about stuff today. Say, Alex, is the how-to part needed in a mission statement?
Not necessarily.
Good.
It just provides more context.
Mm,
I would say that like 50% of the other mission statements I looked at included that piece.
mm-hmm.
But I think it's to provide clarity for a mission statement that's more conceptual than direct.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember what Google's was, but organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. They added a piece of like how they do that.
But you don't think they started out like this, right?
I have no idea. Well, I think that they started out as specifically them or others started out as like fancy tech company where it's just like we're going to change the world through search or something.
Yeah, something like
So something
that.
that's like not completely actionable or specific, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling you're right about this.
And I think that if we were the creators of Unlock Protocol and like the Unlock Protocol business, if you will, it would be maybe easier to make a statement like that. But because it's also the DAO, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. Got you. I made 2 more boxes if you need them.
Do you like what's going on with this third one here?
Me too, although it's still too long.
It's only 2 sentences.
It also is combining the who we are thing.
Yeah, so maybe if...
Okay, I'm done with mine.
Okay,
So am I.
I'm taking it too.
Take it.
I'll move Danny's over.
I was just trying to grab Danny's.
Sorry, no broke.
It's all good. Yeah, so like the third one, it would just be like our mission is to empower members, right?
Yes, I guess.
Mm, I don't even know if you need that. That's even shorter now. I forgot to put ing on there. Chrome ing.
Mm-hmm. This part, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. I I don't know. The only thing I don't feel very confident about is the techno enthusiasts. How are they so important, right? Maybe we can scratch them because otherwise this sentence rocks. Techno
Yeah.
enthusiasts are like, what the fuck? Like, yes, but
I
also
just
who are they?
I just shortened that part even further by saying a global community of individuals and organizations because that encompasses all of those people.
I know, but that's too unspecific. If you're being too vague, you know, it's also not the goal.
Yeah,
It
I
makes
think
stuff easier for us, but then it doesn't communicate very well if it's too vague.
that we could totally move to that once it has a bigger audience.
Okay. I see what you mean. Then I would take out techno enthusiasts.
I
If the goal is to be more specific in order to uh, grow those specific, you know, audiences.
So I'm going to make a very poor case for techno enthusiasts that I don't think matters, but that would describe people who aren't building in the space but who advocate for it. That would
That's kind of the
include
direction I'm headed. Yeah.
the the pump and dumpers as well as just
Mm.
Alex, it's okay. Save the
actors.
energy. It's not worth it.
I agree. I
Okay.
agree. I'm just trying to describe who I think that
I was trying to think of anybody that
Right.
wasn't the people that we normally serve.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be one sentence. The data
I mean,
science.
I think the only problem with that, to me, when you say developers and creators, is you're leaving out an actually currently existing large portion of the community, which is DAOs. Like, there are plenty of DAOs who use Unlock for their DAO membership.
Yeah, but are they active DAO members? This is describing who we are. Like, honestly, like, for example, the best dish ever, right? They would
Well,
fall under maybe creators, right? But they wouldn't fall under like communities. Like, we don't have large communities
What-
that
what
are
if it
part of the
is
DAO.
leaders?
Huh?
What if
but
it is
we
leaders?
do, Stella,
Yeah,
because
I never see them around, let's just say.
um and in fact, I'd have to go back and double check, but I
Yeah.
think that some of them even occasionally vote.
Well,
Like
so how could we?
there's
I was gonna say, how could we?
Metacartel, for example, and some others that like have also given funding.
So how could we basically replace techno enthusiasts with what that you would call that group? I thought leaders might work, but not really because it's a little different.
Community of developers, creators, and communities, collective entities.
That's why I put organizations because I mean a DAO is an organization. It's a
Yeah.
decentralized autonomous organization.
I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like organizations could replace the techno enthusiasts. I feel like developers and creators need to be in there though for this
Yeah.
version.
Yeah, I would just say organizations because that also includes those other organizations that, for instance, anytime a smart contract is a multi-sig wallet, effectively, it's an organization. So any lock deployer that has a smart contract that's on a multi-sig, it's an organization, really. And there's lots of those. I'm just thinking this through out loud.
Yeah, I added it. Fair enough.
I think that's a banging sentence.
Yeah,
It's pretty
I like
clear.
that.
Yeah. Dale, good groundwork. Enjoy the zip.
Woohoo!
So the thing that I thought was interesting with the top one and the one that I did is I removed the Web3 technology stuff, and I think you emphasized it, which is a question I had doing some shower thinking. Is like, is it still important to describe Web3 technologies, or is it time to try to make them quote disappear? I don't
I said
think that time yet,
ecosystem.
but what do you say?
I use the word ecosystem as opposed to technologies. I don't know. Technologies always kind of bothered
Yeah.
me the other day as well. So I went with ecosystem on this one.
Well, I guess more specifically the Web3 part of it.
The
I mean, it's
empowerment
kind of who we appeal to, though.
advocacies for the unlock protocol facilitating integration.
Currently, anyways, I would say that we are still geared towards Web3, trying to onboard Web2, but onboarding is part of that process. So.
I think one thing that I liked. Now I need to find this. I did like this little part on mine.
Which one? I'll say
Sorry, I'm dragging it up here right now.
act in service of unlock protocol.
This says a lot without detailing every little thing.
Yeah. Agreed.
If that makes sense.
I think I tried to do the same thing. I said, how did I say? Supporting and growing. A shared goal of supporting and growing.
Yeah. Copying it out as we speak. Because I think the second sentence has two elements, right? The primary one is we act in service of unlock protocol and growing that protocol. That's aspect
Right.
one. The other one is we want to help, like, essentially guide people on their way to use the protocol and build tools up on the protocol to facilitate that even further. So these are our two, how we do what we want to do, right? And then there's, I'm always having a hard time when people tell me like, oh, you don't need to have a wallet, you just need to have an email, right? Magic link shit. I get really agitated by it because I'm like, it's kind of like not the purpose of not knowing what happens, because Web3 is also about becoming like self-reliant of sorts, which means you do need to understand to a certain degree what is happening, right? Because you will be now responsible for your funds. So you better know how to deal with them and how to deal with everything else, because if you don't, you get fucked over much, much faster and often much harder than anyone else. So this is why I'm like, I don't know. But in this case, I want to actually side with Alex. I don't think we should mention Web3. I don't think so. I'm actually in agreement, and I'm rarely when it comes to this.
I mean, I wasn't necessarily advocating for it, but I know there will be a time where that term disappears.
I think it's not necessary to say what we want to say. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm in agreement with you. I don't think to say what we want to say, we don't need to emphasize Web3 technologies or a Web3 ecosystem. It's much more about the empowerment that's important, and the guidance to, you know, kind of getting there.
I think you can just replace Web3 with decentralized, and it has the same
I think so.
Yeah.
meaning.
Yeah.
Already incorporated here with the centralized access and distribution.
Yeah. We
The only
already
piece
have
that's
that.
missing is the self-empowerment part.
So we empower members.
Dedicated to decentralized. We already have that there. We empower members. I mean, we already say it's decentralized in the first sentence. We don't need to repeat that.
We empower members who are extra, extra, extra large. Is that what it is?
No, this is like me saying ... This is what the next shit comes. My goodness. Excel.
I'm all for being inclusive. I didn't know how specific you were wanting to get, man. That's all. Don't use the ellipses on the Gen Z kids though. They get mad.
Really?
Oh my God, dude! It's all over TikTok. You haven't seen this? They hate the ellipses. They hate a lot of things, but the ellipses is one of them.
That's funny.
Wait, what's the ellipsis?
The three
Dot,
dots.
Dot.
Oh, the 3 dots. They hate
That absolutely makes no sense, really. Like, what is the problem?
Wait,
It-
what?
it-
It's
it-
like there's something else that will follow. It was obvious.
Yeah, I know. They hate it. That and they hate that, and they think thumbs up is you being sarcastic now, and going.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah. I mean, it's not fair. Come on. It's been used for. Yeah.
And also, we invented emojis.
Right. It's like you. I mean, hey, you changed dead to meaning laughing and dying. I'm for that. I can support that. You can't just go changing the thumbs up to mean something.
But also, they
That's
don't know that when
offensive to
Facebook
you.
started, there was literally the only option to press was a thumbs
Right.
up or a
Yeah.
thumbs down. So they don't know how important this is to us, because back in the day, it was the only
Oh yeah.
2 options to communicate what you thought about someone's shit, right? So now they have like a palette of emojis. It's already turned into like an additional language, emoji language, right? So now you have like all of this diversity in emojis. I feel like every time I update my iPhone software, there is a palette of at least 4 or 3 new emojis. Like we didn't have that. My goodness. Those
Nope.
kids.
They want to rewrite the whole English language.
Okay, how do you feel about this right here?
Can I just say that I don't like our mission, and I don't know why, but
Yep.
this does not
I
ring
feel like
true.
the end's repeating.
You know,
what's-
yeah. You know what? Looking
The
at
act.
the other,
I like that. It's more
active.
I was
I
just
think
adding it
most-
because
And it's
it
better than
exists
what I said, which was we
all
do
of
this.
these.
I do though think it's important to say, and it's community. I don't know about how I feel about leaving just unlock protocol. It's almost like
I believe that unlock
But we
protocol
are a community.
includes the community.
Okay, fine. Okay, I get you.
Uh, what if the unlock protocol was like behind everything? Because looking at the other mission statements, it's kind of like the thing they're doing rather than we act in full service of for the self empowerment of individuals and organizations for the purposes of building a direct connection to their fans and customers using unlock protocol.
Yeah, using unlock protocol, like at the end.
Yeah.
I feel like that sentence is very
Oh, it
almost
definitely needs
run
fixed.
on. Yeah.
Oh, for
Okay.
sure. The further
Okay.
purpose of is bullshit phrase that needs fixed.
Advocate for self empowerment. I feel like that also kind of seems wordy. I don't have any solutions to offer. I threw my hat into the ring and scored with the first round. So
But everybody loves self empowerment. Like,
I like empowerment, but it was the advocate for self empowerment.
get your suit on and advocate already.
Honestly, we could just do this.
Okay. Going back to the first sentence for a second. So, Unlock DAO is a global community of developers, creators, and organizations dedicated to decentralized access and distribution.
Mhm.
But that's kind of broad because although we are all dedicated to decentralized access and distribution, what we're all actually dedicated to is decentralized access and distribution through Unlock Protocol. Because it's not as if we're doing any actions that are outside of
Unlock protocol.
Unlock Protocol itself.
I actually agree with that.
The problem,
I
though,
mean,
is
it's
it kind of
not
gets
like
redundant.
What's that?
What?
It gets redundant stating unlock. I think it's kind of,
But if we
from
put
my
Unlock
perspective, it
Protocol,
becomes more of a given. It's kind of like
Yeah,
a
Yeah,
given.
but it makes sense to do that in this case because I mean it could be a lot of different things. So actually stating that it is what it is, this is how this is done, just sort of makes sense.
and if you put Unlock Protocol in the first sentence, then you don't need to state that in the second sentence either.
But I have
Right?
to agree with Dale. It was better. It was a much more banger sentence without that, and we could always leave it in a second sentence. I rather have one short, very clear sentence to then explain, how we do this in the second one. Because you know how attention span these days is, right? Half a sentence is already too
Too.
much.
Hearing you.
Yeah. So I think
Okay,
Dale
so
is
I guess what
I'm
basically
worried
they
that
all have to
that
go
doesn't
together. Yeah, that's what I was just maybe somewhere around the ballpark of what I
Do
was
we have to
thinking.
say both if instead of saying unlock DAO, we just say unlock protocol DAO? No.
I thought about that actually.
No.
You could do, if you really wanted it, you could do through the protocol at the bottom, but that still seems excessive to me. But
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's needed because the how we do it is anyway the second part. So why don't we leave it to the second part?
We act in full service of unlock protocol and
I agree.
self empowerment of individual artists building a direct connection to their customers.
Can we replace organizations with collective entities?
Well, I mean, I was trying to make that a little bit clearer by when I said because we believe that unlock protocol is doing these things, right? Like that's why unlock protocol, like not leaving it open to an interpretation that unlock DAO does anything else other than support the protocol, because otherwise people would come in and potentially say, well, why doesn't unlock DAO then, do things for this other protocol that does some stuff like lid or something? You know what I mean? Maybe that's not a bad thing. I just because maybe it's not. I mean, obviously, supporting other decentralized technologies is not a bad thing in my mind. I just want to make sure that we're all in agreement of that, too.
I mean, I feel like it used to actually be Unlock Protocol DAO, right? Or maybe I just heard Julian say that.
It's very wordy in communication, to be honest. To always mention the protocol.
Because the DAO never had any official organization. There's never an official name.
Yeah, I can tell you
it's possible
from
that
LinkedIn,
in language it's been
I can tell you from LinkedIn posts, right? If you make a post, you usually eventually mention the protocol in the sentence. So you start with, we are Unlock DAO, right? Blah, 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 utilizing the protocol, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So if you first say, Unlock Protocol DAO, blah, 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 protocol, blah, 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 the protocol, it just gets very...
Protocol.
It gets very redundant, right? And it's not good communication. This is why I took it up on me when posting on LinkedIn to just say Unlock DAO. This is also how I made the account, because you always mention the protocol in every post you do. The protocol does this, the protocol does that. You always have this because that's the technology, right? So it automatically comes into that. If you already have it in the name, then you have automatic repetition and everything. It just gets unnecessarily wordy. So
I like just saying Unlock DAO personally.
Yeah. Don't we all?
It's just because again, it's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, so if we act in full service, let's just say we leave that first one and we're okay with leaving it a little bit open. And we're also okay with the idea that might infer that we're also supportive of other Web3 communities that have the same goal, right? We act in full service of Unlock Protocol and advocate for self-empowerment of individuals and collective entities. Okay, the way that that's written, it's two separate things. So either we act in full service of Unlock Protocol, period.
Oh.
And we advocate for self-empowerment of individuals and collective entity building a direct connection to their fans and customers.
Sorry, I forgot that I deleted that out originally. I'd hit the Command Z one too many times.
So we act in full service of Unlock Protocol, which either we switch it to something like that, by which there needs to be a connection between what Unlock Protocol does, which is
edited.
Okay, by advocating.
I think it's by advocating.
We act in full service of Unlock Protocol by advocating for the self-empowerment of individual and collective entities building.
Think about all the guides out there, all the education that's already out there and that we want to enhance, right? It all steers people to becoming more independent, essentially, with how they connect to their fan base, how they speak to their customers, right? So I think it's a by advocating, but well, that's also maybe just me. It's fine.
My 2 cents becomes the self-advocate or the self-empowerment between individuals. That fits. Self-empowerment of collective entities kind of seems
stretch.
Yeah. Empowerment, I see, but self-empowerment of an organization or entity kind of becomes a little bit weird for me from the English perspective.
So what's the self part that's like
Yeah.
How do you talk about like self-governance essentially, but like for communities instead of using the word self? Just remove it.
I think so.
I think for individuals, it's more about the self empowerment. For
Hmm.
collective entities, it's more about the guidance, like, for example, to build up on the protocol or what?
No, because you're still empowering those entities, those collective entities, to build a direct connection with their customers and fan base, because it's really about, because at the core of it, it's about dis you know disconnecting either individuals or collective entities from data silos, right? From big tech conglomerates. There has to be a better way to say that. But that's why I keep going back to saying which, like, we act in full service of unlock protocol, which it's the protocol itself that does the thing that is empowering people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We act by guiding. We act by guiding. No.
That doesn't sound right.
No.
I think the second one makes more sense.
Yeah.
We empower. How about saying, putting the empowerment part first? Like, we empower individuals and entities, or you can say organizations, individuals and entities, by acting in full service of unlock protocol,
No, that's mixing.
which helps them build direct connections with their fans and customers.
Why don't we do this? Like, honestly, this sentence, I don't know who wrote it, but I don't think this sentence is bad. React and it's two sentences, right? We have the banger sentence in the beginning, so that can
Yeah.
theoretically stand by itself, right? But if we're in need to explain on how we do this, almost like a subtitle, it's like we act in full service of unlock protocol by guiding individuals and collective entities to self-empowerment. Dot. We do that by providing education, grants, collective governance, enhanced tools, and guidance for building on top of the protocol. That captures everything, and everyone will understand like what we're trying to do here, without trying to make a
Guidance
warm
for building.
sentence, which stretches like
Yeah.
almost like intestines around everything else.
Yeah, you're right. It just sounds better as two sentences. And that's, I think, like trying to shove it into one sentence is what's really making it feel like my problem.
Well, wasn't going to be that mean about it, Angela. No, but I think it's okay because we have, like, the protocol itself is so versatile. You can do so many things with it, right? That makes it very, very hard to actually, like you said, shove it in one sentence. So maybe we're just not doing it. It's okay, I think. And I think honestly, to most people,
It's two concise sentences, and that is okay, I think.
yeah, I think so.
I personally don't like the "we do that by," but
No, I don't like that phrasing. I
I don't
think
like
this
that
is the
phrasing
part that
either.
I
We
wrote.
can,
We do that by providing. If we
I
could
would
find
just say
something more
we
English, yeah.
we provide. Just say we provide education, grants, collective governance. It's
better.
way more active, which is good.
Yeah.
Along with act, like then it fits more with act. Like
We
we're being
act
very
by-
active. We're saying these are the things we do. It's not passive at all, and providing sounds more passive. So yeah, we provide. I like that better.
Angela, can you let
Is
go of
this-
the first sentence?
Oh, sorry.
Is that the correct use of a semicolon?
Not with an and afterwards. No.
I don't know how to use them, so I just don't.
You
Well,
could
that's
probably
the
go
way,
with
that's the way.
M dash. M dash would probably work better there. I tried to rewrite the sentence, but everybody changed up on me as I was. Trying to figure out the self-empowerment part because of organizations and collective didn't work out for me. So. Groups was the word I came up with.
Yeah, I'm okay with groups. Groups or organizations.
It was the organizations and self-empowerment that was in my head battling. So
Collective entities just still sounds weird to me, though. It's not really a commonly used phrase.
No.
What was the problem with organizations? It seems too like business oriented and not
Formal? Just say groups then.
that wasn't my battle was self-empowerment with an organization.
yeah.
An organization is a large group of people, and there's only one person that can be self-empowered. But self-empowerment within a group seems to be a little bit more in my head. Yeah.
Why do we need self? It just should be empowered.
I don't know the answer to that question. I was just playing around
Well,
with what was wrong with it earlier in my head.
That was in there
That's
was
all.
because
We
of,
act in full service of unlock protocol by guiding individuals and groups to empowerment. Yeah, I like that better.
I think the self was there just to incorporate the idea of self-governance.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it's needed.
This actually sounds really, really good.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Wow,
Getting
that's succinct
Wow.
and it's clear. I like it. I'm liking it now. Yeah. And I don't think we lost anything. I don't think we lost anything at all.
No.
Our minds.
No, you guys.
No, we did not yet.
I lose my mind when I try to do this stuff alone.
Everything I do alone. Yeah. I'm like, man, if only.
Boom.
That's just my way of saying I appreciate you all.
I just put it up and to the left of the main
Yeah.
white background area.
Right here.
No, I mean I put it up towards the top left.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Okay, now we need to do the horrible thing that you want us to do.
Do you guys want a small break first?
Yes.
I think that's
At the hour.
I advocate for break.
Cool. Yeah. Let's take a like 5-ish.
Okay.
Okay.
Get
Sounds
some
good.
water and whatnot.
Bye.